Hey guys, how are you today? Jess McAllister. I am making this video on Friday, so my smile is really big because we're only a couple hours from a beautiful weekend. But I just wanted to reach out to you because we do have our advisory committee meetings coming up next Wednesday. And you guys are so gracious that you signed up to be note takers for us, also known as POCs or points of contact. So you see the agenda on the screen in front of you. I sent it a couple of days ago, and I just wanted to kind of outline how it's going to look and what your role will be in it. So here we go. So you can see that the first half hour or so is going to begin in the Grace Best cafeteria, where we're going to have some light breakfast refreshments, and then we'll hear from Dr. Summers and then myself just globally about CTE. And then we're breaking up into breakout sessions. And so you know that you have been assigned a certain room. We will have materials in that room for you to review with your crew. So excited because we have industry partners coming to each and every one of these. At least they've RSVP'd to do so. So my fingers are crossed that they're going to come. So during these breakout sessions, I have a stack of papers and some different tasks for you to review with the people that are in your group. So you will be getting, if you haven't already, something in the pony from me with just the materials that you will be reviewing. Now, it doesn't have all of the copies or anything. Those will be waiting for you in the room when you arrive. But this was just to kind of try and orient you with how the day is going to look, to calm some anxieties, raise any questions. We haven't done this before, so I'm really excited and so thankful that you're willing to join us. So my hope is that once you get your packet, you will then open it, look through the materials, and that's when this video might become even more pertinent to you. So as you will see, you will, and I'll share this video with, or this folder with you, but each and every one of you has been given or created a notes document for you to then capture kind of some of the discussion around what will happen in your meeting surrounding what's in this magical folder here. So the first things first, we're going to try and write down who the attendees are in the room. There will be a sign-up sheet, so you can even do that after the fact, or you can just give me the sign-up sheet and I will enter them. But the first item that we're going to be talking about in these breakout sessions are snapshots. So if you open up your folder, you'll see a little note from me, and you'll see the agenda that was just presented. And then you will see the snapshots that are relevant to your particular pathway. I'm using Mike's as an example right now because he has two pathways that he's covering in his group. He's doing both engineering and then IT. On the screen is a skilled trades one, but they all look the same. So the snapshots that you will have, like I said, are pertinent to your particular pathway. So it just looks like what's on the screen in front of you now. It lists basically the program renewal date, the pathway, the courses, who the teachers are, what the CTSO is, advisory, and then how we're doing work-based learning, and then just a little bit of statistics of how many sections we offered per course and how many students. So this is just a quick snapshot. Like I said, for Mike, he's going to see one for the middle school, for Lewis Palmer High School, and then also for Palmer Ridge High School, because he has those programs. He's going to see them not only for those schools, but also for engineering and for information technology. So Mike, you're going to have quite a few snapshots to distribute and just to look over. I just thought this would be relevant, important information for your people to talk about, spur on some discussion. And again, you'll just kind of capture that discussion in the notes folder digitally that I will share with you. So after you've reviewed the snapshot, you will then review those advisory programs of work. So these were created when we did our program approvals. Some of you were here, some of you were not here. Just some context so that you can answer any questions that come up. These were arrived at because teachers during the time did a self-evaluation of their program. And so it was a rubric that they went over, and they measured themselves on all of these different qualifiers up here. So standards aligned curriculum, sequencing articulation, student assessment, and the list goes on. And then it just produced a score. And at the end, whatever their lowest score was how they set goals for what they were going to discuss in their advisory program of work. So you'll see objective one, there are usually 3 objectives for each. So that's the next document inside of your folder, and that will be ready for you to talk about with your advisory breakout. So we have one, Mike, again, you'll have a couple to look through because of how many programs you're representing and the various schools, but those will be there for you. And then the last thing for you to review, forgive me, is the Perkins priorities that our region put together. I had sent this to you guys previously, but it would just be great if we gather any kind of feedback. Remember that these goals that we set regionally help us to then write Perkins application grants. So we only get funded off of items that are listed on here. So again, it's listed in the packet, but that's kind of what you can talk about as well as we're thinking about your particular pathways and the priorities that you might have for them. So that's what's in this folder that you're going to receive. I just thought I would get these materials to you early so you could comb through them and kind of familiarize yourself with them. The last thing to do during that meeting, you'll see on the notes page here, is to try and identify an industry partner lead. So someone who is willing to kind of be your counterpart for industry. I'm really hoping you guys all are my POCs moving forward. I hate to have blindsided you if that feels like the case, and if you don't want to do it, let me know. But I'd like someone from the industry to also be represented so that in the future, you, if you're willing to do so, and the industry partner lead can kind of tackle this work together moving forward. So I'm hoping that each notes page has someone who's willing to do that. The time commitment is not a lot. The only time I see that really coming into play is maybe in helping set some of the breakout room agendas moving forward. They can help capture notes. And then if we ever had to, make big decisions, they would play a part of that. An example of a big decision is if we won some grant for CTE and we needed to have a bigger discussion as to how to spend that, I would probably ask the POCs from each pathway. So you and the industry partner from your pathway, and we would all get together and make some informed decisions that way. So anyway, that's it. Again, you will see a packet coming from me very, very soon. And if you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll see you on Wednesday. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the very bottom of my heart. I'm really hoping this goes well. I will say also at the very end of your meeting, I'm going to have QR codes around the room to hopefully capture feedback from you and from our industry partners as to how this went and how it could be better. So send me any kind of feedback you already might have, anything I could be thinking about, and we'll go forward. So have a great weekend, guys. I can't wait to see you. Take care.